making a way around. Pace car should dive down onto pit road this time by, and it shall do so right about now as Mackay in control sits, holds the field up, gets the green, check up there for Dane Warren, not happy, and immediately to the outside goes Cam Dance, attacking Ethan Griggold. Immediately, look at Haber, down to the low side, trying to make it work. This is brilliant stuff. Haber's uber aggressiveness again, as they find contact, and round goes Cam Dance in the middle of the pack, and that was all from Haber, being far too aggressive off the restart.
Oh, he saw an advantage, he tried to take it, but way too aggressive. Uber aggressive, still only left 68 of 113, and he's gained some spots, but damage to Cameron Dance, damage to whoever's in the middle of that one as well. The meat and the sandwich. I wonder whether Haber's picked up a bit of damage on the front right from that as well, and what a hectic restart of the turn number one. As James Mackay has got all sorts of pressure now from Bo Albert.
Haber did that at Silverstone. We thought it was brave of him to do it. He's done it again, and this time it's backfired in some senses. He's now got to look at who he's battling here. Gilliam now starting to get aggressive here on Tom Freer in the hyperdrive car. This battle for 4th place, and this is exactly what Pursuit wants, to move high side, try and make this move, but Hyperdrive are having none of it. Tom Freer, though, has left the door open on the low side, and down on that inside is going to be very, very comfortable. On the brakes, thank you very much, Lee. Haber tried to look there on Dane Warren as well and didn't quite get there. So all of a sudden, everyone just battling so hard to try and find those positions, and Mackay still in control from Albert.
Yeah, Haber drove into the back of Dane Warren, it looked like. Very lucky not to spin around. The headlights are on. We will see the headlights undoubtedly flashing away from Bo Albert as he looks to the outside of James Mackay. Down the rounded trioval they go, right up against the fence is Bo Albert. He'll look to cut back to the inside. Oh no, he won't apparently. He's going to sit back there. Oh, a walk up from Mackay.
And Haber's through, but the battle for the lead, keep an eye on this. So Haber now up into 5th place, got round Tom Freer to the outside now trying. Goes Bo Albert, and Tom Freer straight back at Harley. Haber gets through. Bo Albert makes the mistake, and Gillian's now up into 2nd place, but has not got it sorted here as they're side by side to the king. Albert's going to try and stick his nose down the inside. He keeps himself there, but now he's got his teammate just behind trying to find a way through. Here comes Dane Warren. The Savant finds a position and moves up into 3rd place right now, but just like that, everyone is battling left, right and centre. Greg Galt now trying to find a way past Tom Freer. Down the inside he goes, and he gets the move sorted. Haber will follow suit.
The aggression's gone up to notch number 11. Everyone fighting for every inch they can get out here. And James Mackay, through all this, somehow still leads this race. And Andrew Gilliam now in 2nd place, getting ever closer in that draft. In that 777 car, not going to be close enough, but look out for the moves as they make their way through the bus stop and then down into turn 1. Dane Warren hunting them down in 3rd place. Bo Albert's lost a bit of time. He was almost leading to the lead of the race, but now he's going to have to fend off Ethan Griggold as they make their way through oval 3 and 4. And now here they come down around out of turn number 4 of the oval. To the outside goes James Mackay. And here comes Dane Warren as well, trying to make it 3 wide, thinks better of it, pushes the 777 car through, and into the lead goes Andrew Gilliam for Pursuit Sim Racing. Behind him, Bo Albert gets very close to making contact with James Mackay. Harley Haber's moved up ahead of Ethan Griggold as well. Now he's going to go to the inside of Bo Albert. Into turn 3 they go, and Harley Haber's going to pick off Albert. And Ethan Griggold's going to look to do the same thing. And now Haber's all over the back of James Mackay, looking left and right, trying to find a way through, and side by side go Griggold and Albert.
Some fantastic battling between them. Brilliant work at the moment. Albert freight trained on the outside. Freer trying to find a way through. Can't do it. At one stage it was Pursuit 1 and 2, Altus 3 and 4. Now it's massive changes. Now Andrew Gilliam holds control of the front of the field, but once again it's Altus who sit just behind with Dane Warren. They have never been away from that front of the field for too long. Mackay not with the pace, but now Harley Haber's going to try and start thinking about the podium. He was back in about 10th place on that restart. There was no hope for him to make those positions, and he's done so much work to get through, maybe by hook or by crook, but he now looks to the inside of Mackay. Does Mackay give him the room? Yes, he does. He has to. He's got no choice with a broken hand. And just like that, Haber's now on the podium.
What a fantastic restart from Harley Haber. He's been aggressive, but it's worked for the most part, and he finds himself in a podium spot. But now, for the lead of the race, here comes Dane Warren for Logitech G Altus Esports. To the outside, and side by side they go. Warren's going to get his nose in front. He's going to almost clear him. There's almost contact as a side draft trying to be executed there from Andrew Gilliam, who fights back on the brakes up the inside. But look out for Warren to try the switch back and ducks the left side onto the grass. Can't quite get it. What about at turn 3? Can he look to the inside? He looks to the inside. Up the inside he goes. And he's going to lock it down on the apex. Prevents the switchback into the lead of the race. Dane Warren.
And 2 wiggles from Gilliam was the cause. 1 heading through to the International Horseshoe. 1 on the exit of the International Horseshoe. Just like that, back to second. Altus back in control as the Synergy cars run into troubles. That's Brenton Hobson, who's in all sorts of trouble for the 88. Able to save it though and keep himself going. Gotta go careful about this one as they continue to have their scraps up and down the field. But all that battling has allowed everyone to just close in, and they realise now this is a rat race. This is everyone now fighting to make sure that they are in prime position to go out there to attack, show what they've got. And there are drivers lower down who need to make those positions. Talk about Jordan Ross, for example, in 12th, Blake Purdy in 11th. Brady Myers has fought the Zero Esports car back to 9th place. Back to 10th place even. Now 9th as they've got through on Synergy, and not too far away from getting themselves back through to where they need to be. And those Zero boys are itching to get back at Mark 1, and Harley Haber, who essentially is the fall guy for all of the things that have gone wrong in this race.
But look at the lead now. It's going to come down to a side-by-side fight once again as they make their way to the tri-oval. Can Gilliam get his car alongside? But look at Haber! Look at the run he's got! He goes below the apron! He may get both of them! He's almost made contact with Dane Warren! And look at the 777 2-way he goes. Gilliam goes off the track and Haber's through into second place. He almost had the lead! What a run he got with the double slipstream!
It's so aggressive, and Harley Haber is driving as if his life depended on it, and there's a bomb strapped to the back of this car, and if he doesn't get himself a victory, that's it, the car explodes. That's how aggressive he's being at the moment. For the time being, Ethan Grigalt moves up into 3rd place, and he'll be happy about that for Evolution Racing Team. He's been quiet this race, but he still holds the chance to pick this up. And let's not forget, this is only lap 72 of 113. We got miles of time left to go in this race, and they're battling as if it's the last 5 laps. Also, Jack Boyd in 7th place has rallied that Gone Rogue car back up through this field, now looking to attack Bo Albert onto the oval.
Albert struggling for pace once again in this car. I'm sure he is just waiting for that critical lap number to dive into the pit lane. Hand it back over to Ethan Warren. Speaking of Warren, it's still Dane who leads this race in the sister Logitech car. Haber, let's look and watch and see and wait. Will he be aggressive in turn 1? Oh no, there's contact! Jack Boyd put the mocker on him, and around he goes.
Big contact. He got down the inside and room wasn't left, and just like that, around he goes, and all that work, that hard work is gone, and finds himself behind Zach Baker now, and all the way back down the pack. And look at Harley Haber looking at an opportunity here around the outside, going for the race lead, and can he get it sorted on the brakes? At the moment, he's thinking about it. Door-to-door contact between them. There is nothing they want more than to have this scrap. Here comes Greg Galt now, trying to find a way through. No room, no dice.
And now Gilliam throws it down to the inside, trying to make the move stick on Grigol, and he will make the move stick on Grigol. Oh, I've spoken too soon. Dragalt's got the run off the exit. They're going to go side by side around the kink on the back of the infield here. Let's not make contact like Hobson and Purdy made earlier. They've done it fantastic, and now Gilliam is the inside. And it's too late on the brakes for Dragalt. He has to forfeit that position. And Andrew Gilliam back up into third place. But there's an almighty battle going on for sixth place on back. It's Brady Myers who's up there now.
How's he got there?
How's he got there?
How's he got there? He's flown through the field over the last lap. He's just gone through that pack as if nothing's happened. There was a slowdown penalty that came along for Bo Albert. He was serving that on the outside, and then he's been fighting hard with Freer and Hobson and all the rest of them here on this pack as they fight now onto the oval once again. As just in front of that, they're really, really getting close as they all scrap and battle, and Blake Purdy all of a sudden wants to get in on this. And let's not count out Marlon McMullen in all of this, and Jordan Ross. Both of them want to gain positions and quick.
This race is heating up. It's going to be a 40-lap sprint race, I suspect, from here until the end. And I say sprint race, it's a long time around this track, but it's going to feel like a sprint race as we watch the 21-car Harley Haber closer, and closer he gets to Dane Warren. Doesn't go for the lunge this time around. Not in the early part of the corner. He gets very close. He got a bit of a squirm going there with the car. He manages to hold onto it. And these top four cars, you could throw a blanket over them.
Look at Hobson.
And Hobson up the inside of, I think that's Tom Freer. It is Tom Freer.
It is. Contact.
Just manages to hold onto it, but now Bo Albert's going to try and come back around the outside of the 946 car. That's ambitious. He might get it done. He's not going to get it done. Hobson through up ahead of Tom Freer now as Bo Albert slots back in behind.
Through the fire and flames, Tom Freer has to survive as now Bo Albert, who's also been going backwards, needs to find position. Purdy, Ross and McMullen sitting on the back of this train, hoping that there's a place for me inside that top 10, as everyone inside this top 12 deserves a top 10 finish, and that is why it's been so difficult. A little look again from Blake Purdy. He's going to get an opportunity here as they make their way through the tri-oval. Once more, Gilliam tries to get himself close. He's not quite there, but Blake Purdy has got the inside now on Bo Albert, and that will be another position for Pursuit, who now find themselves 3 in the top 10.
Having a good race, these Pursuit cars. Jordan Ross puts the bumper to the back of Albert. Got to be very careful about putting the bumper on the back of someone in an oval. You can easily catch a left rear, send them spinning around. Got away with that one that time around as Andrew Gilliam continues to try and fend off tries to fend off Ethan Grigol. Sorry, Harley Haber tried to shake the draft of the 277 car behind him as Gilliam gets closer and closer, and Dane Warren losing out. He's got no draft in front of him. These cars get ever closer in his mirror behind him. He'll be waiting for the lunge, I'm sure of it, as Haber again super late on the brakes, almost runs into the back of him. And these four guys are so close together, and Hobson behind him. He's got a mirror full of cars. Brady Myers and Tom Freer go side by side. Blake Purdy trying to get in on this as well, as in the inside Freer looks, no room there. Hobson is through into 6th place as they all fight behind him.
Oh, that was close. That was very close. But Jordan Ross gets a huge tank of oversteer. And just like that, he drains it in one go. And Bo Albert holds the position. And Jordan Ross holds his position to Marlon McMullen, who the two fought very much for a lot of the time last season. This season, completely different story. Andrew Gilliam now is sat perfectly waiting for Harley Haber to make mistakes. That Mark 1 car is not good in that infield section, but in the draft, very much able to keep that gap to around 0.2 of a second. At the moment, he's about 8 car lengths back, but he's able to claw that gap back down, and it is enough which Andrew Gilliam cannot go out there and attack. Greg Galt may just be playing that ERT game. He is a maestro when it comes to fuel saving, and remember, with 1 stop remaining, this could be where ERT bring themselves to the forefront here, with Ethan Grigol, arguably the next big great to come out behind Jared Filsell, maybe the next future champion of Scops.
Very much a possibility. Extremely talented driver. both in the sim racing world and the real world, and now he's going to look to apply that as he looks to the outside of Andrew Gilliam through turn 1, and in front of them Harley Haber's looking aggressive. He wants the lead of the race. He's not going to get it there. He showed the nose, tried to put Dane Warren off, wouldn't get the move done. There's traffic in front of these guys.
There is. It's Anthony Green and Christian Smart. Both of them need to be very clever about the way they manage themselves. Four will not give an inch at the moment as they still battle in the secondary pack at the moment, as there's a big defensive line from Tom Freer. He's made a mistake. He runs himself almost into Purdy. Albert gets checked up as well, and Freer will lose another position. Here's another one that's going to come along, and this is going to be Jordan Ross around the outside trying to make that one work, and they are losing so much time. They're already 8 seconds off of the race lead right now, and just like that, more positions changed. Back to the pack you go as Tom Hobson's gone off, and just like that, Purdy jumps into 6th.
They're pushing these cars to the absolute edge, and they're pushing them over the edge at the moment as Hobson makes that mistake, loses a handful of spots. But look at the battle for the lead. This is going to be interesting when they get back around to turn 1. Warren takes a defensive line of the bus stop. Haber's looking to the inside comes Harley Haber. Side by side, and into the lead of the race goes Harley Haber for Mark 1 Esports Pink. But what can Warren do in his draft now as they make their way through Oval 3 and 4? Andrew Gilliam and Ethan Grigol watch on, and let's watch and see what can the 75 do in the draft. Will he go left? Will he go right? That was a sensational move from Haber. Yeah. But now look, as the bump is applied to the back of the 21 from Dane Warren, he's going to sit in behind him, push him, and push him, but now looks to the outside. Backs off, not going to make the move there.
Wow, Harley Haber just sold Dane Warren from here in Florida all the way up to New York City. That was a stunning dive. That was a move that even Michael Schumacher would be so proud of in terms of the way that he sold the move going up to the high side. But now getting past one thing, he's got to defend this position now. Dane Warren will be uber aggressive, and he's looking all over the place trying to find it, but he will not get it there. Gilliam going there, a massive crash in the background though, and it's involved Bo Albert and Blake Purdy, and we'll catch this on replay here because that was huge into the international horseshoe. This is what happened then. So they're going themselves into turn 1, and on the outside there is Bo Albert. There's Brady Myers in all of this. Blake Purdy's there on the inside trying to get through. Is there a case of nobody left room? They were fighting it 2 wide, trying to force it 3 wide there with Jordan Ross, and just like that, bang, there was one bit of contact, and Ross gets turned, and it's a chain reaction. Hobson on the inside, I think, is the catalyst.